So guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream. How is everyone doing in this hot wave around across basically all Europe? It's boiling here in Manchester. It's like I don't even know. Let me just check. How many degrees at the moment? It's just 30 at the moment. It's a little bit humid, so it's terrible. This city is not used to this kind of weather. So yeah, how is everyone going? How has been your week so far? Yesterday and today. If we look at markets, so today another live stream. It's going to be again educational content, just looking at the market. If you have any pair that you would like me to look at, just write in the comments. First of all, thank you for watching the stream. If you are new and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And press the like button as well. Would be much appreciated. So here we are, right? Dollar index, as you can see, it basically already filled the zone that I kind of covered last Saturday. On Saturday, I also do a live stream to more of analysis and prediction for the week ahead. Some key zones that we may look at in order to look for opportunities for the week ahead. Basically, price closed in here last Friday, and it opened with a strong bearish momentum to the downside yesterday, and today we just basically literally filled out this zone, right? So we are retesting this low. That could be kind of one of the spaces that price could be trading at. So from that high all the way until here, all this has been basically compressed on the way up, as you can see. So this is actually quite a really nice level of structure. If you are looking at this PA, something similar on dollar franc Swiss that you can look at. Actually, we're going to take a look in a bit. After we have this break to the downside, maybe that's still not the zone that price is ready to go and fill the rest of the space. Maybe we're going to have a final fake out before actually price moves to the downside, which is exactly what happened. This guy's mean. Yeah, there you go. We had this double top, and we did have that final fake out. Personally, I was still expecting kind of after the break of this low, I would like to have seen price kind of taking out all these highs in here, maybe even this one, or first just reacting from there, or even above this high, and then yes, and then make that move to the downside. That never happened. My entry never happened for me. That would be my ideal scenario in there. So yeah, I can actually delete this trend line. That would be my ideal. So that never happened. So meanwhile, we already filled this price. What's next? For sure, I'm not really expecting price to go higher from here. I'm expecting actually these walls to be broken. This could be kind of a good target. Actually, we kind of had a little bit of space between these walls and this demand, but I'm expecting price to go down, and maybe around this area and around 105 could be a good zone to look for, right? So I've been talking during the live streams around this area to look for a reversal. Not exactly my final target actually on this dollar index. I'm still expecting price to go to 110 to fake out that high on the 109. But so far, this line that you see underneath the blue line, it's actually a nice week on the weekly, and price just fake out that zone, that level in there. Unfortunately, we don't have that historical data on our time frame. Otherwise, we could most likely see some fresh zone. The price just fake out that week, and it went down. 105, maybe retesting that structure as well of this high is actually from 2016-17. That can be a nice level as well. I wouldn't be surprised if by any chance price breaks now this low that where we are and eventually breaks it, and if it's going to kind of retest somewhere in here. Actually, what I actually would like to see is even the break of this low, not even getting close to this next level, and actually just reverse from there, which would automatically gives me the confirmation that this is some space to fill, and after that have some kind of retrace. Maybe even it would be nice even to see a retrace towards this level, or just some kind of retrace. Don't forget that we have ECB press conference next Thursday, so for sure there's going to be some volatility going on the dollar index and the euro dollar and all the euro pairs. So it's going to be interesting to see. Maybe in that moment you're going to have some retrace, or even tomorrow after the break of this low, we're going to have maybe some retrace, and then maybe just a continuation during the ECB for price to continue to the downside. And in 2 weeks time, or in 1 week time, it's going to be on the 27th. It's going to be FOMC. So yeah, 1 week from tomorrow, it's going to be the FOMC. So two big news events that may for sure it's going to create volatility on the dollar index. Yeah, so this price will fill after we break this low. Are we going to even fill out this? Is this the new zone as well that maybe we're going to be playing at, aside from this one, which maybe the smaller one? Maybe we can have actually price going all the way to this level in here, and that will be maybe interesting. And of course, for me, there's still kind of space a little bit underneath this level. We never really got there. That could be a nice zone as well, but that's for the future, right? So far, this BPI around here that we had this reversal, it was kind of amazing, and it could be seen across all the major FX pairs. Exactly almost the same, right? This about top, breakdown, fake out, and there you go. You continue to the downside. Any zones that you may see on the way down from dollar index, price actually broke it. With respect, I think it broke. I think this already broke this one, which is nice. There's maybe some orders too I have in here. Oh, this looks compressed. Oh, this looks compressed in here. There's maybe some orders in there. Look at. Oh, this looks compressed. There's maybe something in here, but I would be surprised if price actually doesn't just fake out all these highs in the future, whenever it comes back to this level. Yeah, maybe faking out this guy could be an option, even respect this one, or even go a little bit higher and take even the order from there. It's something like that could be interesting, but first I want this low to be taken, which actually believe it's going to be. Maybe somewhere in here could be an option, or even the break of this one could be an option as well. Yeah, so nice compression here. Price just literally paused. Way too many lows in here, and I would be surprised if price turns before even taking these lows. I would really be surprised if that happens. So that's actually what I'm looking for that final fake out before maybe start looking for a reversal. It has been moving down since Thursday. Thursday was when we had this turn, so it was been Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and maybe tomorrow we are going to have that reversal. Maybe then price is going to move up, and then during the ECB we will see where dollar index is going to be around that period of time. If it's just price event, maybe going to, if it doesn't reverse, if it's going to be close to this level, it's going to be interesting. If it reverses, let's see where it's going to be and what space is available for price to fill. So at this point, there you go. Final target reached for this move to the downside, and there is more potential to go further down. So that's dollar index. I haven't really followed the indices today. There you go. Nice break to the upside. indices I really haven't been following it. Nice reaction there. S&P must be something similar. So are the indices going to follow what the crypto guys did during the weekend? Maybe. So they have been ranging a little bit like BTC and Ethereum, but during the weekend, as we saw, a big breakthrough on Ethereum, and BTC is kind of trying to follow what Ethereum did, right? First initial reaction a little bit from around this level, which was kind of the high on the left side. But here we just retesting now this previous level of support resistance, of previous support, back to 1700. That's literally kind of where we are reacting to, or getting close there. And there is a nice compression there. So let's see, price is finally starting to compress a little bit. What do you guys think? Is this the bottom? From here, are you going to the moon? Are you going to go and reach those 4,000 level? What do you think about this Ethereum and the Bitcoin? Is then to move to the downside? Is price not ready to go to the moon? Let me know what you guys think about it. Compression in here. So, of course, price needs to. This for sure is going to be a key zone, a key level. Let's see how price is going to bounce from there. If you have watched some of my previous live streams, there was a stream that I did when price was somewhere in here, when I discussed about this high, right? Was this a break to the upside or not? Was this an engulf and confirmation to the upside or not, right? And for me, it was as well something similar that we could see on BTC, even though it was kind of a different moment zone, but it was kind of the same. After that, there you go. Price just completely break through during this weekend. It's going to be a natural maybe zone to look for, that retest of this previous level of support resistance. After that, how this range market in May, June, I'll be surprised if price doesn't really break through that level. I think if by any chance we break through this one, I'm expecting price to actually go even a little bit higher. On this 4-hour time frame, is this supply still fresh? Maybe it has already been touched there, so it's a little bit weaker. Yeah, maybe trading, looking for something above this 2,200. Maybe would be the beginning. Let me just go back to the daily. Okay, daily. Have this low, have this one in there. This left shoulder in here. Price went through, price broke it, price reacted, price broke it. This compression. This one. Yeah, price pause in there. Something above this level, and this one as well is quite interesting. This one. So this double top here. In there, it looks interesting. Nice reaction there. So on and so forth. This one is even respected in here as well. There. Yeah, this actually can be interesting for the future. Price of when this can be a good zone. Yep, just above these highs. Meanwhile, we have all this compression, so I could see price breaking. If by any chance the price wants to actually to go higher, a good thing to do, it will be kind of break that compression up. Don't feel it immediately, that would be kind of too easy, so don't do that. Okay, just break it through some extreme of compression at this one or even that one. Let me just fix it better. Most likely this one. Yeah, so break through that level. Second. Yeah, whatever. Pretend that this is going to work a little bit, and then maybe break it, and then actually go and have a deeper trace. Maybe to this level. Now we may have this space now being created in here. Right? We may have that space. Act somewhere from there and then go higher. and fill this space up until here. And then maybe it's somewhere in there or in here. It's actually my favorite. I think this one is going to be already visible. Everyone's going to be looking to sell in there. So I wouldn't really be looking for there. At this price, yes. In here, maybe I would. At this size, I wouldn't. Like close to the extreme. I'll just wait for price eventually to go and maybe fake out at 12 and go down. That could be a good zone. And of course, then there's going to be a little bit above. Again, compressed. It's been touched. This one is maybe too far from the extreme. And then maybe all the way until here. But I think it's already too much. I don't know if price is going to be ready to go to the 4K level. We will see. But the indices, I think they may follow. They may follow what crypto is doing, and it may go and retest a little bit higher to that next level of support that's in there. So this could be kind of a nice idea for Ethereum. Of course, we do have all this previous zone in there. This will never really touch in there, at least on this time frame on the daily. So some space in there. Yep, let's see. What's going down in there? Let's look at BTC. This BTC is lagging. So let's see what kind of ideas can we have. BTC. Daily time frame. Yeah, kind of the same zone that I marked on Ethereum. It will be kind of around. I don't know why I have the trend line, but it will be something around these levels. Right, between this and that, somewhere around there, it will be kind of the same zone. Let's remove that. Just put the trend line in there. It's been touched already in here, so this one is weaker, but this one maybe still available in here. Maybe something at these extremes. For sure, that one. I'm not seeing price going to 60k yet. Way too far from it. Yeah, something in there. Where is the high? Just scroll down. Okay, this was the one. Okay, nothing in there. Yep, nothing in there. This side never. Second. This side in here never really broke that one, so that's going to be a signal. But it did create a now double top in there, and we can definitely maybe even draw something like that. There's maybe something in here. Look at in the future if price eventually goes there. I wouldn't be surprised if price even fake out all this double top, and maybe then after that could be a retrace in there, right? But before we even get there, we do have all this area in here that price can easily react from, right? So I think on the daily we finally broke that that high. Yeah, we finally broke it, which could actually be a good zone to retrace actually. To break this high. Where are we on the bigger picture, on the lower time frame? Is there anything in there? So this is the daily high that we could see. We had here just retest of this level straight away. So okay, those orders are done. This is compressed. Price has been compressing with strong moves to the upside. Not really breaking lows, but just compressing. In here. Is out this compressed all the way here? Yep, maybe. It's even more. So this is compressed up until here. It's done. So nothing much in there. This is the first one. This is next one. This has been touched already. Quick, and then this is the next level. Somewhere in here and somewhere in here. Yep, this is kind of the next. Somewhere in there. Where are we on that scale? Where did that go from? Here. Yep, kind of like it. Let's see, but we literally just enter into this compression, so even if you look for shorts now, any PI to look for shorts? Not yet. Hi Peppy TV, welcome to the channel. So it's time to buy. That's a good question. We have been buying quite a lot. Where would you be looking for buys? We're testing out this guy. As long as it respects the next demand, you can keep looking for it. It did open space now for the compression and for the zone above. That's true. However, price could actually kind of retrace a little bit before I even feel it. Right. Yeah, price just respected this one now. It's going higher. But it's showing weakness, like you can see. This is something that I don't really like to see. Price is starting to, anytime it goes up, it actually, there's good momentum to the downside. Okay, now all this is compressed. I could see price breaking even a little bit more. However, how much more room to the upside do we have before maybe a deep retrace? That's kind of the question that I would try to find out. Right. That's kind of the question where I'll try to find out. I'm not a big fan of buying at the highs. I prefer to see a retrace, kind of, yeah, if I can't finding below this low, this could have been a good zone. For now, where to? The price just broke this one. Just see again that level, the 30 minutes. Is price reacting from here by any chance? Because let's see. Kind of broke within this. Actually, the compression kind of starts in here. Yeah, it starts literally in here, right? This one is not the compression goes all the way there on the war time frame, and 4 hour it actually goes until here. I could see price filling definitely that space and going higher in there. But as soon as you break a compression, doesn't mean that price is just going to fill it straight away. It can happen. Price can literally just go all the way till there. And up until here. And I'll fill this space in there. But it doesn't really need to do it like that. You can actually just open the door and go down and retrace. For example, Ethereum, when it broke this high, Ethereum actually when it broke this high, it was basically when Bitcoin was here. And after it actually broke that high, it actually had kind of a good retrace to the downside. Doesn't mean that BTC is going to do the same. But it could happen. So this is actually a nice zone as well. Kind of retest of this guy could be a nice zone to look for. Yep. Yeah, thank you, puppy. First of all, no matter what, I always struggle to find trend continuation setups. So my brain always kind of works more as looking for reversals. So yeah, bear with me in that aspect. Maybe could find a better zone to look for trend continuation, like where price is now. I just struggle with it. I would kind of look for my kind of look for continuation setups is after a deep retrace. If I see that there's still more space to the upside. Come on, it work. For example, let's pretend that this high broke space. It's up to it's supposed to go higher. Yeah, I would kind of wait for a deeper retrace, and this is kind of where maybe I'll be starting looking for longs, being aware that price indeed broke some space on the top, and maybe that's going to be my trend continuation, because yeah, we are in this bullish trend, and that's space for that. But when you are here, I kind of struggle. I literally struggle to find trend continuation setups in there. It's not just my edge; it's not there. So I'm literally more of a reversal guy, which means that I'll be looking for where maybe I can see price having some reaction from. Maybe around this side, around this level, for example, could be one zone, right? Maybe somewhere in there, or even somewhere in here. So I'm looking for those small maybe retraces instead of even looking for continuation. I shouldn't definitely be. It's easier to look for trend continuations in this aspect, but that's just how my brain works. Yeah, that's BTC. Nothing much for now. I could see a little bit more higher, and it could be similar to Ethereum. Ethereum on the same aspect is getting close to that support, that level of previous support resistance, which means that it may be close as well to a reversal, right? We have been going higher, going to the upside as well since last Thursday, right? After that fake out down, or even during the CPI. This is even CPI, so even from last Wednesday, it has been a full week of moving to the upside. Maybe eventually going to have some kind of retrace, right? Don't expect prices to go up without even having some kind of retrace, without even breaking some lows along the way, to then find some more buy orders and maybe continue to the upside, right? And maybe we are close to that level now. Maybe we're going to see that retrace happening, maybe tomorrow, for example. And Solana as well, it's another one that I was looking at, and yeah, it's kind of, again, similar story. For me, this was an engulf to the upside. The break of this high in here, it was the entering into the compression. This is just an example exactly of the compression, right? This for me was, let me just grab this one. This high kind of is the extreme of it. This guy is broke into compression, so it doesn't mean that price will just go immediately to the upside. It actually can mean that price will instead retrace after the break of the high, right? Doesn't mean that price will going to do this. Price can actually go into compression, go find some orders at the end, around the other extreme, around the demand, and then you can go. And kind of the space that I can see, as I can see, like based on this one, it will be something like this, right? Kind of the space that it opened to fill after the break of this guy. It's kind of giving indication that it wants to go higher. Is price actually going to go all the way there? Let's see. Maybe somewhere in here could be an option. Maybe not even to the extreme, but somewhere in there. And if price even gets close there, it's really close to this level, I'm even expecting price to break it and even go maybe to the next level. So, but this was a nice setup here on Solana, especially because on the higher time frame we're actually reacting from a nice demand zone, a nice level of kind of support in there, right in here. So this is a perfect zone for price to react to on a higher time frame, and then to look for that maybe bigger reversal. But if you even align the higher time frame levels, key zones on the higher time frame is going to help you to then fine tune on the lower time frame better entries, or better or higher or bigger reversals. Let's just say like that. So nice reaction so far as well, kind of respecting lows along the way. So far, a nice breakout in here, breaks, goes up, and yeah, maybe this one in here could be an option. A little bit. Aside from that, nothing much to mention in there. This is the crypto, and now let's take a look more of the FX. So give me a second. Okay, so what are these guys doing in here, right? So again, it filled the same space basically. Euro, just go 30 minutes. Okay, there you go, strong moves. Again, this was kind of one of the key zones. You had all this compression in there. Yeah, this was a nice zone in there to react from, even looking a little bit above, and of course retesting these previous lows from 2016-17 can be a good level to go to. Today it's ranging within this level. I could see price going a little bit above and then maybe retracing. That would be kind of what I would like to see. Yeah, and go find some more orders. Maybe in here could be an option. This is kind of where the week started. That could be an option just below. We literally have this triple bottom in here. For sure, it's a reason that we kind of have this level in there for the future, and we're going to have ECB tomorrow. So, yep, be careful with that. This level as well can be interesting to look for. Not sure if price is going to go this further down, but can be interesting as well. But yeah, this level can actually work quite nicely. Another zone that usually I like to see is kind of, yeah, testing this level. Yeah, all this in there. Yeah, this can be a good few zones on Euro to look for. Even if you break this low first, and then during the Asian session, whatever, going to retrace a little bit up, and then during the London, if you just take the highs and reverse, that would be outstanding. Would actually be quite amazing if that could happen. Or price will just break through and then just continue to the downside. Let me check the daily. This one in there. Basically, the trend lines I have, they are there. Anything below this level, it's going to be interesting for sure. Yeah, for sure it's going to be interesting. In terms of looking at this guy in here, this looks compressed. There's maybe something above this guy, and this is the extreme that I want to see being taken. Yeah, actually, I'm even expecting price to go higher to the next level in there. This is already an engulf to the upside, so yep, it's done. Yep, this is euro. This is euro dollar. Pound is turning. Interesting.
Don't cry.
Again, choppy moves, still respecting these highs. It's actually respecting this supply zone in there that was still fresh. And yeah, as you can see, I'm such a guy that looks for reversals. That the only trade basically that I took this week, it was yesterday actually, it was just a short from here to here, and that was the only trade I actually took so far this week. I never really reached my final target. It was in here. One of the positions was lost at break even, but yeah, the other one was actually all the way till here. I wanted this target as well. Never happened. And then we did broke these walls in there already. Yep, and you didn't really reach this level, so this is already an engulf as well. So in the future, this is going to be a nice zone to look for a target, and maybe in here can be a good zone to look for wongs. This guy is an engulf to the downside. In here can be a good zone to look for wongs. In here can be a good zone, and maybe somewhere underneath as well. We haven't really broken this eye yet. So let's see what pound is going to do. Let's see. Let me know which pairs do you guys usually look at. Which zone do you guys are you guys looking at this point? I don't like at all how price kind of reversing here without these spikes. That's not exactly the kind of PA that I like to see. Yeah, literally not. But it is what it is today. It's what they've done. So, all right. I would like to actually to see this eye being broken before I've in any retrace to the downside. Let's see if that's even going to happen or not. Aside from that, are we going to fill out this zone in here? It's going to be interesting to see. If you do break this high, maybe that's going to open space to go further up. The price end can actually go down, get some orders, and go higher. And go higher from here. I do have the alert waiting for that fake out to happen. Another one, big move to the upside. Are we going to feel all this compression? Can you see all the compression that I think you can see? But I mean, of course, it finished with this low that created this lower low. After that, nice reaction from here this morning. Actually, it was during the Asian session. Nice reaction from this support resistance in there. Nice demand zone in here. And there you go, shoot the moon. Now we are kind of compressing, so I'll be paying attention as well to what's going on in here. I'm actually waiting for this guy to be broken. I want all this to be broken. Actually, maybe after that I could see a reversal. That's, I think, what I'm looking for. There's maybe something in here. Let me check the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, this guy, okay. Yeah, still fresh. Price is reacting from there. But I would like to see even above these highs here to be taken and maybe reacting from there and then reverse. And yeah, reverse. At least take this low in there. Go at least until there. Till here. Yep, keep building it. There's maybe still some orders in here. Let the compressions be created. Let the compression go. Eventually, you're going to find some spike in there, and then maybe you're going to have the turn, and the target's going to be the other end of the compression. If you break that compression, then maybe it's going to be somewhere in here. And that's basically how usually price moves as well. Wait for that now compression to evolve, to be created. Wait for a break of a low. Wait for the fake out, and then you can join the move to the downside whenever that happens. But as you can see, that's what I'm looking for. Reversals. Maybe some other people are going to be looking for where am I going to join the move to the upside. That's how it is. For example, a similar move, it's going to be this dollar franc Swiss, which is kind of similar to dollar index in terms of that full compression. So basically it's priced at this big impulse to the upside in here, and after that it created a base in here, and then it managed to start holding price all the way until here, right? This is a full compression mode. Price went up, it didn't really reacted from this zone in here, and it just decided to reverse. By reversing in here, it literally broke into the compression. Even if you consider this wall, this is literally a break into the compression zone. But what price does and does so well is that it's going to create a new fake out, because actually these highs never really reacted even from the base of this wall. So there was literally still space to the upside before the final reversal. And price just reacted somewhere in here. This is actually a demand zone somewhere in there. And if you can see it, second. Yeah, there is this demand in here, around in there. To be precise, something like that. And if you draw it, if you put the line in there, that's basically where price actually touch it. Around that previous demand, of course, it was completely broken to the downside. It was not respected in here, and that's actually then where price quite nicely reacted to on the other side. And what did price do again? Kind of created a accumulation of lows. Just before then it reverses, right? And before that we already had this guy opening, so it opened the space for the compression, and then your target can easily be just a retest of this guy in here, where the compression actually started to. And those are mostly the best trading opportunities that you can find. Usually price will not even respect this guy. It's actually going to break to the next zone, which is kind of the next demand or whatever, which is underneath it, and maybe even below this. This may not even be the final target. The price actually can go even further down. In terms of looking for reversals, again, pay attention. Start maybe to see when we have that break of a next level of structure. Maybe that can be start indicating that maybe price is going to reverse a little bit. And it's a repetitive process all the time. But yeah, when you do have all this time, so since the 6th of July, that was not really any proper moment to look for the sell. Maybe somewhere around here, after you see price breaking this wall, maybe you could try to find some short in there. But if you actually look left and you see that price hasn't reacted from a zone, kind of after this turn, after the break of these lows, maybe that's when you can start looking for that short side. Find those setups. Just exactly what happened on dollar index as well. It's really similar. What happened on dollar index? Yep. Aside from that, let's see. Yeah, maybe somewhere in here is this final target. I'm not sure. There's even a chance that price may want to eventually continue to the downside. There were two zones to look for in here. It will be kind of this last zone, this kind of a demand that pushed price to the upside. It was completely ignored on the way down, and then maybe the next one could be kind of around a little bit closer to these highs, right? Where we had this big supply that literally push price and break through all this level in here, all these walls. So these two zones are kind of a good level to look for price reacting from, and then of course you do have the extreme level. So yeah, it's great. Yeah, eventually I could still see price going further down, even breaking this wall. Not sure if it's going to be from here, but let's see. Yep, so this was dollar franc Swiss. It was a good one. Yen. All right. Yep, this was another zone that we're looking at. It could be from here to here. However, we definitely have this zone in here. So basically everything is compressed from here to here, and this is kind of the pause of that compression, and we kind of start a new move from here. You can see the clear imbalance and price going higher. This is actually kind of a nice zone in there as well. So there you go. Price pause in here. It would either kind of make a decision, either kind of break through and kind of enter within this compression zone, kind of overpriced and would go further down, or it would respect it, and then we'll see now what's going to happen in here. If price eventually is going to retrace all the way up, or if it's going to then eventually to go further down. But that would be kind of a natural zone as well. We can see all this compression, as you can see on the way up, small candles, wicks up and down, and then a big imbalance, a good move to the upside, right? Those are the distinctions that you want to find in the market. You have all these flows in here. Price now needs to break this supply if it wants to go higher, or if it wants to respect it. Aside from that, price I think has been kind of compressing on the way down as well. So I don't know how many actually kind of fresh orders are around this area. Maybe something in here. Some level of structure in there. Not sure. Yeah, but maybe the break of this guy could be interesting. First of all, to see if price actually wants to go higher. This guy was left behind. So interesting. Yeah, this is yeah. Find that separation right between the zones. It's kind of interesting to see. I would actually like to see Dovarian making a break out of this double top, and then yeah, and then actually make it that bigger move to the downside. That's kind of my wishful thought for them. Yeah, aside from that, what else? I think it's kind of enough for today. It's so warm, super hot actually. Drinking loads of water. Must have drunk like, I don't know, 15 glasses of water today. Ooh, yeah, I think that's it, guys, for today. Feel free to share any charts, any analysis with me for this live stream on Tuesdays. So just find me on any socials, just send me private messages and I'll then review them. That's actually the purpose of this live stream. And yeah, and for everyone that have been watching it, thank you so much for taking the time and spending this afternoon with me, this 45 minutes, 1 hour, yeah, 50 minutes with me. This super hot weather. And that's it. I'll see you guys next Saturday at 12 p.m. Yeah, join me. Let's try to find good zones to look for and to trade from for next week. Until there, just follow your plan. There's going to be a big Thursday with the ECB press conference. So always remember to follow your plans, stay disciplined, and wait for the confirmation to enter the trade. Don't try to gamble, don't try to guess it. Wait for that confirmation. There's no need to try to anticipate. I mean, there's no need to guess actually if price is about to turn or not. Price will actually let you know if it's about to turn or not. So just stay patient and wait for that confirmation. All right, guys. See you next time. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and see you next Saturday. Thank you so much. Obrigado.